Okay, so I've got another video, troubleshooting a pressure washer, no pressure. This one's brand new, you can see. I mean, absolutely brand new. There's no marks, no wear. It was started, there was no pressure. This was a return to Home Depot. I bought somebody from a clearance. So here's where it gets interesting. When you pull it, it's not really turning. That should be moving a lot faster. And what I think is happening is the key is sheared, or they've got to put the key in. Because when I ran the motor before, water going to it, of course, nothing was moving in there. So I'm gonna grab the pump, take it off, and look for the key. First thing that makes me suspect, these bolts are extremely loose. I barely had to hit them at all to start to get them out. Normally these are pretty tight, so I wonder if somebody actually pulled that off, or you know what, forgot, didn't make it all the way through quality control, which I doubt that one. But I wonder if somebody pulled this pump off who shouldn't have. So if the key's there, I'd be very surprised. I'm also going to move this very slowly to kind of look if it's in the slot, if it's even there. So pull in, pull in, pull. Oh, it's worse than that. Pump shot. Yeah. Oh, wait a second. No key. Yep. So I don't know what this is. That's weird. I've never seen that in this before. It might be a spacer for the key, but there was no key in there. That's why this is a different color, because it got heated up. I have no idea. I've never seen this when I've taken one of these pumps off. I have a key. Let me clean this up and fix it. So there may have been a key. There was one on the ground. This wasn't one of mine. And I think I figured out what happened. Yeah. Somebody, they did try to fix this, and they couldn't get this to slide in. I don't know if this is the right key. I'll have to check with what I have. But they, I think they either damaged this here, and they were trying to put that spacer to hold this key in. So normally this key slides in extremely easy. It was not like that. So I'm gonna see. Yeah, that's gonna be fine. That spacer does not belong there. Not pointing it back. Somebody was in here. These bolts were too loose. I've taken apart 4 or 5 of these pumps. Never seen a spacer like that. So I think what happened was that slot was just too tight, and it got knocked out. And maybe in the factory, the original assembly, maybe it sheared off, and somebody tried to replace it, and it wouldn't hold in. That's a possibility. But I am almost certain this unit is gonna work now. And I'm pretty excited because I bought 4 returned units for $400, or 3 returned units for $400. This alone is like a $500-600 unit. Another one was $600, but then the guy kept the battery, so that would really be $500. It's also a DeWalt. And then one more big DeWalt, and that one would have been, it's at 4,000 PSI. So I'm thinking it would have been 800 or more. All right, that's good. That's good. So I did try it before, that's why, no pressure. All right, let me move, reset you up, and and see if this is okay. All right, units back together. Let me let me see. So yeah, the key was not in place properly. I'm pretty happy. It surged a little, so it probably had a little, somebody tried to start it, was sitting. It has old gas in here maybe. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. Oh, there's barely any gas in there. That's why. So, hey, this is a nice unit. This one also came with it. And here's what was wrong. This is broken. I have to find this part. I need to get the model number. I'll get that. Probably needs a carb cleaning because these were all returns, so they were sitting. You know, maybe there's not too much in there because it was surging. This is an interesting one. 4,000. Somebody used it and returned it. So you can tell it was returned because way too much wear here, wear here. The pump had some marks on it. The exhaust shield wasn't bad, but definitely was. But here's the problem that's giving me a little headache, and I'm gonna get a spark plug chaser. So I pulled the spark plug out, and I've had this with NGKs before. If you try to put them back in, they seem like they catch, or there's something in the threads. So anyways, these threads were not going in nearly as smoothly as I would have liked. I just stopped. I'm gonna get a little tap for spark plugs and go through it because it's not worth ruining the head. And you know, this is pretty new, if it's not new completely, because I mean, you don't see carbon buildup on here on the spark arrestor. It was oil. So another thing on this one, guy said, oh, the motor's blown that I bought it from. You can tell it was used too because there's some wear on here. It's not completely white, or it might have been because it spilled oil everywhere and it was just a disaster and a mess, and the cylinder was filled with oil. So he said, oh, internal problem. I don't think so. This one, absolutely brand new. You can tell, look at the recoil, absolutely white. And this one, well, it's black, so can't tell much.